dear friends, my name is Mark, and you're watching Welcome to Mark's Bible Study. Welcome back in January 27th, 2025. It's 10:53 a.m. It's going into 11 a.m. And we are going to talk about the woman and the dragon today. Since we are in the middle of the book of Revelation, we are going to talk about the woman and the dragon. So the woman and the dragon. And the weather is really nice, but it's really cold today. I hope everybody is doing well at school, at work, and we are probably most of the January we are over with, because today is the 27th, my dear friends, and we are going to the new month, which is February, which means I'm going to prepare you a Valentine's Day Bible study. Valentine's Day Bible study till the 14th of February. So this announcement is going now. I'm gonna prepare you a PowerPoint presentation, PowerPoint of the Bible study about Valentine's Day, which we're gonna do the book of Romans. We're gonna do something about friendship. We're gonna do something about forgiveness. Um, we're gonna do actually about love, forgiveness, and friendship. This is what we're gonna do in the Bible study of. We're gonna do the Valentine's Bible study. And in DG Mark 2000, because of occasion of Valentine's Day, there is gonna be a special Valentine's Day playlist on mm, probably the 14th. The 14th is um the 14th. Where's my calendar? Okay, now I'm not gonna check it because I don't know where the calendar is. But still, whatever the 14th day it is, which is the um which is the which is the 14th is Friday, so we're gonna do that the 13th. The 13th, we're gonna do the Valentine's DJ Mark 2000, Valentine's Rock My Bean, Valentine's Dance with Jesus, and of course Valentine's DJ Mark 2000. So I am inviting you for that. Remember, videos we are adding on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and there is no videos of Welcome to Mark's Bible Study on Wednesdays and Fridays and on the weekends. So there's none of this going on in the weekends or Wednesdays or Fridays. DJ Mark 2000, we are adding videos on from Mondays till Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we are recording new videos, and just like we're doing with the other channels, like with Welcome to Mark's Bible Study. Is everything clear? Okay, so let's read Jesus Calling, and today is the 27th. So, and now it's about trust the golden pathway to heaven. When you walk on this path, you live above your circumstances. My glorious light shines more brightly on those who follow his path of life. Dare to walk on the on the high road with me, for it is the most direct route to heaven. The long road to circuitous, twisting and turning and recognizing not. There, there the air hangs heavy, and dark, ominous clouds predominate. Relying on your own understanding will weigh you down. Trust in me absolutely, and I will make your path straight. So this is what God is telling you, telling us today: the golden path to heaven. So today we are going to talk about in the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation, we're gonna talk about uh, the woman and the dragon. So before we're gonna read, I just gonna tell you till the 14th of February we're gonna continue the book of Revelation, but I'm gonna tell you the topics are getting more intense. So I hope you I suggest you to focus on it. I suggest you to listen on what I'm saying, because I'm gonna say some very important stuff. And after the book of Revelation, we're gonna do the book of Romans, and I'm planning to do the first and second Corinthians. So after Romans, so because the book of Matthew is not done yet, so we are going to I'm gonna to do a yeah, PowerPoint for you about the book of First and Second Corinthians, and we're gonna first we're gonna do the book of Romans, and then we're gonna do First and Second Corinthians, and then we're gonna do Ephesians, Galatians, Colossians, and the other books in the Bible we will do. So, the woman and the dragon, it says like this: Then I witnessed in heaven an event of great significance. I saw a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon beneath her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant, and she cried out because of her labor pains and the agony of giving birth. Then I witnessed in heaven another significant sign, significance, uh, yeah, significance, a significant event. I saw a large red dragon with 7 heads. His tail swept away 1/3 of the stars in the sky, and he threw them to the earth. He stood in front of the woman as she was about to give birth, ready to devour her baby as soon as it was born. She gave birth to a son who was to rule all nations with an iron rod, and her child was snatched away from the dragon, and was caught up unto God and to this throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where God had prepared a place to take care of her for 1,260 days. Then there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels, and the dragon lost the battle, and he and his angels were forced out of heaven. This great dragon, the ancient serpent, called the devil or Satan, the one deceiving the whole world, was thrown down to the earth with all his angels. Then I heard a loud voice shouting across the heavens, It has come at least salvation and power, and the kingdom of our God, and the authority His Christ, of His Christ. For the accuser of our brothers and sisters has been thrown down to earth, the one who accuses them before our God day and night, and they have defeated him by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony and by their testimony, and they did not love their lives so much that they were afraid to die. Therefore rejoice, all heavens, and you who live in the heavens rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you. It is great in great anger, knowing that he is little time. He has little time. When the dragon realized that he had been thrown down to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child, but she was given two wings like those of a great eagle, so she could fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness. There she would be cared for and protected from the dragon for a times and half a time. Then the dragon tried to drown the woman with a flood of water that flowed from his mouth, but the earth helped her by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that gushed out from the mouth of the dragon. And the dragon was angry at the woman and declared war against the rest of her children. All who keep God's commandments and maintains their testimony for Jesus. Then the dragon took his stand on the shore beside the sea. So that was the story about the woman and the dragon. That 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 the dragon was Satan and the devil, because dragons represents those kind of things. Dragon represents the devil, and the dragon represents the devil and Satan, and the dragon is kind of written in a fairy tales, isn't it? So, this woman, that she was on sitting on the clouds with white robe and the crown with the seven stars on her head. She was about to give birth to to a male child who was trying to rule the world. The dragon steal that child from the woman, but Michael and his angels came to rescue that girl and that boy from this dragon. The dragon lost the battle. The dragon lost the battle, and God had to take care of her for 1,260 days. This is what the story is really about. So this is really interesting, my dear friends. If you see some people that they doing some, if you see some people or some kind of like weird people that they doing some weird stuff, don't get involved in it, because that's gonna take away your faith. That's going to take away your faith from God, because the devil is also in the world, but God is the owner of the world. God gives us salvation. God gives us mercy. God gives us power to defeat all this evil that is in this world. And the thing is that that we are Christians. We are Christians. We all believe in God. We all worship Jesus Christ. We all read the Bible. So why the world is blended? with good and evil. Because of Adam and Eve, that they sinned in the book of Genesis, they ate the fruit from the tree, which they not supposed to be doing it, but they go ahead and eat it. The thing is about the whole story, what I just read about the woman and the dragon, is that about the world is blended with good and evil. We don't worship the world, we worship God. We worship God. We do we do stuff in our life. In the First Corinthians chapter 16:14 says, let all do everything do in love. But that doesn't mean we should do bad stuff because we all do and love those bad stuff. We should do good things. Good things for other people, good things for our country, good things for our parents, for our friends, for our church families, for our school families, and all those other stuff, all those other people. We should do good to people. We should do. We should not do bad to people. We should do good to people. We should do good because good things always God blesses us that that also that God is blessing us for doing good things, not bad things. You know who likes bad things? Satan, the devil. The devil is the one who is the father of lies, who is a thief, who's trying to kill, steal, and destroy. But we will not let that happen because we have God in our side. We are in the side of God. We are in God's side. We are in God's side. That's why we're gonna get persecuted. That's why we're gonna get. That's why we're gonna get persecuted. That's why we're gonna. That's why other people are gonna get jealous of us because we believe in the good things and we believe that the Lord is with us, but they have nothing to do with this because they have the mark of the beast, and we don't. We don't have the. We will not take the mark of the beast. We will not. We will not take it because we don't want to because we worship the Lord. We worship the Lord. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be in the end times. Everybody will be rebellious. And then there's gonna be the war of nation against nation, and people will be after the defeat of Satan because the good part is gonna win, and the dark part is gonna be destroyed. This is just like you watching Tolkien. This is just like you watching Lord of the Rings or Hobbit. Like Sauron is a devil that he is trying to steal, kill, and destroy, and all this army of orcs are trying to destroy us, destroy the good way. But the good way will always win. The good part, the good people will always win. You will always win with the bullies because you stand up for yourself and say, I will not do that. I will not listen to you. You're talking like Satan. I will not talk to you. I will not talk to you anymore if you behave like this. That's the whole point of standing up to yourself, believing God, being Christian, and being a good person to other people. Protecting other people. You are in your friend's side. Because God is in your side. God is on your side. So the woman and that child were in God's side, but the dragon was in Satan's side. You know what I mean? This is blended with good and evil. with good people and bad people, with all those other things that are not acceptable, unacceptable, and acceptable. But those things that are unacceptable, God will judge those people immediately because they did all those things that they are not supposed to be doing. That is the whole point of the final judgment. You were already judged by the holy baptism, but the holy baptism is a judgment. It's a judgment. Sometimes we need to do sacrifices for ourselves, but that doesn't mean we should sacrifice ourselves all the time. That doesn't mean we should sacrifice our friends, because this is not what we should do. We should we should not. We should sometimes sacrifices are needful. Jesus did the sacrifice in the cross when he was 34, and uh, he was going all the way, all this hurtful road, the long road to get in that cross and die in that cross. He was going through pain. He was going through. He was going through calling names and all that stuff. But he did that for us, so we wouldn't do that. You don't want to be hanging on. You don't want to be hanging on a cross like a scarecrow. You want to be free. That's why Jesus did that for us. And he said a very famous statement: Father, forgive those people for all their sins, whatever they are doing. That is written in the Bible. That is written in the Bible that all those people were sinning all the time because the devil was around and Jesus was dying on the cross. Fun fact is that Golgotha was Golgotha when Jesus died in this mountain Golgotha, and that was a top. That was a top. The cross was on the top of the head of the giant that David killed. That David killed him, which was Goliath, was on the top of Goliath's tomb. And then after the third day, he got resurrected. Well, Jesus got resurrected, and he went to heaven, and he now waits for us all this time to come, for us to come to heaven. That is the whole point of that was the whole point of the story, that evil is blended with good. Because the book of Revelation is involved in lots of symbolism, which the son and that woman, the woman and the son that was that was facing the dragon, was good blended with evil, because the woman was with God and the dragon was with Satan. So the thing is that everything is blended with good and evil. Even movies and TV shows and the YouTube channels, all those things you see on YouTube, movies and TV shows, that is all fake. That is somebody edited, produced it, and made it very good to show other people how the world looks behind the screen. But we are not in a movie. We are not in a reality show. This world is a real thing that we are living in, and we have to deal with that evil around us. We have to deal with good sometimes, and we have to deal with evil sometimes. We are not perfect. God is perfect. God is a jealous God. God is a jealous God, so we don't need to worship. So we don't want to worship other things and except our God, Lord Jesus Christ, that sits on the throne of heaven, and He is expecting us to come to His kingdom. So we are in a full of salvation. When we growing up, that's salvation. When we are, whatever we are doing, that's salvation. Whatever we are doing, that's salvation. That's what my pastor said in the church yesterday. That growing up, it's salvation. That growing up is salvation, because as we are growing up, first we are a baby, then a toddler, then a child, then a teenager, and then we are a young adult. That this is salvation. This is how God created us to grow up as children, as teenagers, as an adult in this fallen world till he till the second coming of Jesus. Seriously, and that's the whole point of this. That the that the whole point, that the whole process of the second coming of Jesus is coming really soon. It's coming really fast. The time is going very fast. We are moving forward all the time. We are not going backwards. We are going forward, my dear friends. We are not changing. We are changing age for. We are changing ages in an up level, not a down level. But sometimes people want to do that. Sometimes people miss to be a kid. Sometimes people miss to be a teenager. Sometimes people miss to be yeah, a young adult. Sometimes really people really do not forgive themselves when they were kids, teenagers. That's the fallen world, my dear friends, that people do not forgive each other, but they should forgive each other. They should forgive other people. Other people should forgive other people. You should forgive your friends. Other friends should forgive your. Other people should forgive you, because if you don't forgive, God will not forgive you. Period. And that's the whole process of this. So thank you so much for listening with me, for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, check out my other channels as well. Remember, videos we are adding from Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And DJ Mark 2000, we are adding from Mondays till Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we are recording new videos just like we're doing every single week. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time, which is tomorrow. I'm gonna be with you. Stay happy, keep smiling, and keep worshiping the Lord.